I love this little
pool
situation. That's kind of fun. Little mic.
Yeah, we like
so
it.
Fun.
It's like a stand-up-y vibe. It's fun. You can move.
Yeah.
I don't like the ones that stay in one position.
Well, did you see? So like Jake Tapper, all these news people, their response to news being on the decline in viewership is we'll be more like podcasts.
Yes.
And there's these shots of them in these super beautifully laid out studios.
But they're trying to make it look like.
Yeah, and they have a stagnant, like a stationary mic like this, and it just looks terrible. It's
no.
Yeah.
But
it's the wrong lesson.
Totally. But this is still like kind of fun. Like you got the little mic, you hold it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like a part of something now.
Yeah.
I feel important.
I like that we have the curtains open. We don't usually have them open, and it's beautiful outside.
It's beautiful.
Is that one of those? Forgive the phrase. Cum trees.
Excuse me.
You know, like those trees that smell like cum.
Like cum.
Yeah,
wait,
you know what I'm
talking about?
I don't know. I'm unsure.
But
is that a thing?
Look it up. I'm not crazy. There's this kind of tree in
How
New York.
salty are they?
They smell like it smells like cum.
After you type cum, type tree really fast.
Yeah.
So nothing else comes up.
Yeah.
I've never.
I have one right outside my building.
It looks like a calorie pear. The tree commonly known for having a distinct odor reminiscent of
maybe
sperm.
not really good smelling.
I'm confused by cum tree and calorie pear. Both are really throwing me.
Well, I don't think it's called a cum tree. I've always called it that in my head when I've passed one.
Wait, you just came up with
look at
this?
the image. Look at the image. I think this is a cum tree. I think I smelled it on the street
What
too.
kind of tree? Why does it smell like ahem? Male
Look
ejaculate.
that is it.
Whoa,
Guys,
Oh my god!
I'm telling you.
Wait, I'm impressed.
Open the
Wow.
window. See if we can smell.
Russ, how are we going to tell how difference between what it already smells like in the downside studio?
Wow.
I got to be honest with you.
Isn't nature amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could tell you what cum smells like. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not
Well, lucky you.
sure.
Your cum doesn't have any odor to it at all.
I don't think mine.
Oh, you both are just non-odor.
I think it depends on diet. It's like how
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's
you
true.
know?
That's true. But I it's not like I go outside and I'm like, that's my cum.
Right.
It's like I'm like.
So there's a
I guess I don't have any
universal
other frame of
cum
reference
smell?
either. But I'm like that kind of smells like cum. You know what I mean? Out and
Yeah.
And yeah.
You saying this frequently though? You're like, oh, is that one of those cum mangoes?
No, but I mean, Nicole and I talk about it all the time because we have one right in front of our house, and so in the spring it smells like cum when you.
Do you come across things that taste like cum from time to time? Like,
Well,
oh
I've
wait,
never tasted it. Have you?
that-
I've never tasted it.
Or
like,
I feel like once in my
Never like-
youth,
Yeah.
there was a situation where like a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was like,
sure.
oh, it tastes like that tree outside my
Yeah.
home. This is the downside.
You're listening to The Downside
The Downside.
with Gianmarco Soresi.
Welcome to the downside with Jamarcus Soresi. I am here with my co-host and cum connoisseur Russell Daniels. How are you doing, Russell?
Oh, just fine.
Yeah, we're shitty.
We are.
But we're not going to let that stop us to complain even more with our special guest, Michael Gandolfini. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I'm so excited to complain. It's my favorite thing to do.
Oh,
I'm
good.
happy to hear it. We're both a mess. I don't even know what we can talk about, to be honest.
I think we can talk about.
I'll start talking about my
your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll cut it right here if I can't. So I have to get a voice surgery.
Whoa.
I have a polyp.
A polyp.
Oh, it's a hemorrhage. It's caused by a hemorrhage. So it's like I was sick when I was in India. I was doing shows, and it was the kind of sick that I don't think I've ever canceled a headlining set, but I would have. It was so bad. But I was
Right.
in India,
Yeah, right.
and it was like there was a lot of brouhaha around. It would have been so crazy.
yeah.
And so it's like an acute event, and there's like a fucking thing, and you could wait and work on your technique, but there's so many shows, and then it's still limited. So it's like, do you wait after this taping or this
Totally.
thing? The bottom line is, there's no time in my life that isn't a disaster to.
Have a polyp in your throat.
So I'm just like, take care of it. But
Yeah.
then the recovery is really complicated because it's like.
Why?
Well, it's like it gets better, and they're like, okay, you can start talking, but that doesn't mean I can do 8 shows in a weekend.
No, totally.
So what do you do?
How long do you not have to talk for?
Just like 5 to 7 days.
Right.
Like that's the strict part.
Do you think you'll go crazy?
I have a lot to catch up on, so maybe.
Yeah. I don't think
Maybe.
I've never talked for 5 days.
There's going to be
ever.
so many long text messages. I'm going to get long, rambling text messages.
And you better not send me back voice memos because I'll take that as a personal affront to my
This is
condition.
me talking so much.
There's a little bit of like getting to cancel things I didn't want to do or people I don't want to talk to.
That's fun.
But it sucks. It just fucking sucks.
Well, we're supposed to go, and this is...
This will come out after. We might have to
we might have to cancel our
reschedule. We had a
full
tour.
We're supposed to leave in a
Right.
week for tour.
When do they want to do it?
Well, we're trying to figure this out. I mean,
He's trying to get it in this week so we can like...
Oh
start.
wow!
I mean, I'm just like, because there's some big taping I'm trying to do in July. So
But
it's,
if you couldn't do it this week, you could do it like the first week of tour. Like I'm saying, like we'd still have to cancel the tour. You
yeah,
know?
well, get this. So the fucking like next week, apparently, I was like, well, okay, what about first thing next week? And it's like there's an ENT conference next week in New York.
Great.
And every ENT in the world is
all the best.
no, they're not like working. They're getting drunk together.
You should go and during the day and get it done in front of people.
Yeah,
you know, as a
go to the
demonstration.
bars.
I would
Go to the
happily-
bars, just do it there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Let's see who can do it after 10 shots.
I think it's very easy. What they do, they must do it all the time.
Yeah, they do it all the time. There's a freak. I went to college for musical theater, and
Okay.
Julie Andrews was like the story where she got a surgery. This was a long time ago, of course, and it pretty much ended her singing
Right.
career. She could still phonate, but like
Yeah.
couldn't. She was a god.
Yeah, totally.
And so they said it's 98%. It's full recovery. 2%. It's like a little stiffer for the rest of your life. Fuck, man.
I'm so sorry. I mean, but don't worry about.
But this medical system is a nightmare. I mean, we all know this. And I'm very blessed. I have my assistant Olivia, who's doing God's work right now, is like, because I have to get approval from my PCP for the surgery,
Right.
and he's like not free. They don't do it day of,
right,
And I'm
right.
like, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my rage. This is where I get this from my father, where I'm like, well, it's gonna get done today.
Yeah,
I'll go there.
I'll go.
I'll go there. I'll leave
sit
the
there.
podcast with Michael Gandolfini.
We'll go.
He's
I'll
a block away.
I'll go with
We'll
you.
all go.
I'll
Really?
go with you.
Oh my God!
And
Can
we'll
you
just show
imagine?
We should all go.
I brought, just in case.
should all go.
Hey, we're here. We want to be smooth. Just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
I brought Michael Gandolfini.
He'll
Can you
be-
imagine?
He'll be like, "Who the fuck is that? What are you doing here? What? I'm not ready for surgery."
Oh man. So I'm in a shit mood.
Right.
Russell's in a shit mood.
I'm in a bad mood.
What's
Can't talk
your
about.
But you're wearing a beautiful purple shirt. I've never seen you in purple. You look
Okay,
great.
Well, this is gonna be my blessing, so I'll do it now. Yesterday, I had the urge. I never have the urge to go shopping, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a whole new summer wardrobe.
Really?
And I did.
In
I
New
got
York.
new colorful shirts, not just black. I got new all new different kinds of shorts for summer. I got some new jeans. I got a jean jacket.
Wow.
And immediately it's too hot for a jean jacket, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But I was
It's
excited.
still cool. I can't wait to see it.
It's a great jean jacket. I got some nice new, more upscale shirts.
Where did you go?
Oh, I went to a big boy store. They like to call them DXL, and
That's the name of the brand.
that's the store. It's for big people.
It's called DXL.
Yeah, for big and tall. You ever
What
heard
does that
of it?
stand for? Yeah, no, I know big and tall.
XL. I don't know.
What's the D?
I don't know.
Big
Dirty XL.
Dirty.
Dirty XL.
XL.
Also, I think they should at the big and tall stores. I think the employees should be big and tall. Do you know
Oh,
what I
they
mean?
were
They're just normal sized people.
really.
Yeah.
When you came out of the dressing, did they go?
No, they weren't like necessarily attractive. They were just like
Okay.
they were.
Right.
Do you think at least they said that? They said, okay. If
But
you're not big and
I
tall-
want someone who could like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? If I'm gonna ask for advice or
I know, I
thoughts,
get that.
I'm like, I don't trust you. I wouldn't ask for you.
I feel that way when I go to a regular store
I
and
wanna
they're
see-
fat. I go, hey, what the fuck? You don't know.
I want to see some like well dressed, big and tall people.
I get that.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
have experience.
Yeah. Also, the other thing I noticed there is that because it's half of it's for just tall people, a lot of it was way too hard to reach. Like I would see stuff and I'd be like, I want that shirt, and I'd be like, I can't reach it. I'm like, I'm 6'1". Like what? Like I would like straining to get
That's
it.
so
and I was
funny.
like, what's going on? But no, I bought a whole new thing, so I was in a good place.
I'm
and
proud
then,
of you, buddy.
And then
You said I got all this downside tour money coming in.
I
we can really lean in on purchasing.
No, part of me is like I never go shopping, so I was like, if I'm gonna like just go and do it like that, I'm like, well, who cares how much I spend? Because
This is great. I'm
Yeah.
really proud of you.
yeah.
Well, Michael, thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So you know the show. You've seen clips.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've been around.
I've been around.
Been around. You've been on Instagram.
You've been on Instagram.
TikTok, and
So negative complaining, it feels in your blood?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's my favorite fucking thing.
Well, because I have a tattoo that it says fear and then a line and then faith.
Yeah,
I have the opposite of yours.
Yeah.
Because I go fear over faith.
right.
And when I heard about your
Smart.
tattoo, I said, can this guy complain? I don't know.
Oh my God,
He's got faith over fear. Can he still complain? Show us this tattoo. Where is this?
This tattoo's right there.
Oh,
Wow.
You know,
nice.
right there on the arm, just to
Yeah.
remind myself to. Are you kidding me though? Complaining is my favorite fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
Someone recently, is an actor named Chris Bauer. He was saying the other day we were getting lunch, and he was saying, I don't know, just like every day of my life, I've just had a problem with something, and I want to give that up. Like I don't want to feel that way anymore. And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Complaining is my favorite thing to do. It's so fun.
It's a mix of here's what is interesting. Sometimes complaining can really bring people together, but then sometimes sometimes I notice if I like to complain too. We all do.
Yeah.
But I notice that sometimes people can only relate on a complaining level, and is where it's too much.
You gotta be able to love a thing.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not negative. See,
No. But
I'm
like
saying,
complaining
'cause
knows
they're
you're alive.
different.
You're noticing things.
But the thing is, like, I'll go, like, we'll go to dinner and we'll just talk shit the whole time. Why'd they do that? Why'd they do this? It looks like this. Why did they do that? Or like a wedding, and someone be like, oh, you had a horrible time. Be like, no, I had the best time.
Yeah.
I just want to complain about all the little things,
There's a great line in Frasier one time where he and Niles go to have a meal, and they get home and they ask him how the meal was, and they were like, oh, the food was perfect, ambience was great, and just two small things happened wrong, so we had plenty to talk about the whole time.
There you go.
And you're like, that is the thing of like of complaining. Yeah, you're like, it can be fun, and again, yeah, you're noticing things, you're noticing the world. Like I think when people are like they have nothing to complain about, I'm like, what world are you living in right now?
Totally.
It's just how you enjoy things. I don't know, but so there's some people who I think. See, I know people who I think they don't want the complaining because they're trying, like maybe your friend of just like, I got to be positive. Like there's a fear of like negativity overtaking them, and there's a way where like your complaining is almost like opening up this thing that they're suppressing. And part of me is like, I'm sorry, you're not going to hold this down. It's not my fault. Like if this is how flimsy your positivity wall is, that a complaint will set you off.
I'm also like quite unaffected by things. I think if you're affected by the complaint, like the thing that's wrong, then it's bad, right? Like I'm just like, oh, I hate that thing, person, place aspect, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like I just
Well, speaking of complaints, you're in the show Daredevil, and we were trying to watch it. Let me tell you, I've dealt with some of these Disney. They try to. So here's just behind the screens. So a guest comes on, and Kumail was the last one, where it's like you want to see their work before the interview. You get to talk about it. And if it's anything touching Marvel or anything involving Hulu, they act like you're trying to get like the Pentagon's top secrets.
It's hell. It's genuine hell.
It's hell, and it's like I got the thing, but then you had to verify a code over here. And part of me is like, and no offense, I'm not a Marvel guy. I don't know who I would find to tell a spoiler for the new season of Daredevil. There's no offense. This is just my media intake.
I know who you could tell.
And but it's just like, I go, just show it to me. Just show it to me.
Totally.
And they go, please see if you can watch this. And I couldn't get in. And then this is the one where it goes,
also, like who's gonna care?
I know, but I wanted to come and go, hey, I saw you.
No,
and
I understand.
I
understand that, but I'm just saying, like, they go through this whole thing, and it's just like, who's gonna care? Like I remember they were like, we shred, like they give you sides, right? When you go film, you get like sides on the day with the scenes, and they're like, you got to give it to us because people go through our garbage. No, they don't. No, they don't. People don't go through your garbage for the sides, but you got to hand in the sides or else, And like, also, I remember this. I didn't know, they watermark these sides with your name.
Yes.
And so for a long time, I was like, oh, it's because I'm like special and cool. Like, that's awesome. I didn't realize they do that. So if you lose it, they blame you. They're like, you're the fucking guy. You're the one who did it. Your name's on it.
Secrets.
So then I was like, oh, I hate that. Like, I thought it was really cool at first. And then I was like, oh, it's just to fuck me over.
Yeah.
I left a script, and it was just auditioning, but I accidentally printed out the whole script, and I left it somewhere.
Yeah.
I left it at a restaurant. It's the 120-page script with my name on every single page.
Did anything happen?
No, this particular movie, I don't. There's no way. It was not a Marvel project.
That's like
believe it. I wasn't auditioning for a Marvel project. It was an indie film. No one's ever gonna see.
But even if it's Marvel, I'm sorry. I don't think anyone would be like.
And what's the spoiler? The good guys win in the end.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, Daredevil beats people up.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. comes back for $100 billion.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is really funny. I do a lot of theater, and a big part of it is doing workshops, short 1 week or 3 week things of new things, and I did one that will never see the light of day a while ago, and they were like, now please turn these scripts in. Do not take them with you. And you're like, are you the way you're saying it, I'm like, you're just already know that. Please don't let this get out there.
It's so bad.
It's never gonna see the light of day. Yeah.
How Italian are you?
Well, it's a good question. Technically, I'm 50% Italian.
Yeah.
But the way I've grown up and The Sopranos just being stuffed everywhere in every hole of mine that I have, I'd say I'm like 95% Italian.
Yeah.
But technically, I'm just 50, half.
You see, I'm less than that for sure.
But his name is doing a lot of work.
My name's doing a lot of work. And we watched The Godfather like a home movie.
Right.
And there's like with Italian culture, it can be confusing per your point where it's like, what is even the media feeding off itself of what it is?
Yeah.
They're also just the loudest ones in the room. So, like, they're going to just take over the vibe,
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it was just like, I mean, and granted, like, my dad's family, his side of the family that's my family, and my main side of my family. Mom didn't have any other family members. So, it was Italian, and they were first generation. Like, it was like real Italian stuff. But
so who came off the boat from Italy? Your grandfather?
My grandpa and my grandma. Yeah.
What names? What were we talking?
James Gandolfini is my grandpa's name.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
It wasn't in Italy even?
Yeah, his name was James.
Okay.
And then Santa.
Yeah,
Santa's a good name.
And my aunt is Lita, which is an Italian name, and then Joanna.
See, I know there is real Italian relatives in Sicily. Someone reached out to me from COVID. Niccolo Soresi.
Oh.
So it's real.
Okay.
And my great grandpa Luigi, there's a picture of him with Mussolini. We've covered it many times.
Right.
He was a boxing manager.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But there's a degree, especially after being in Italy, where people they go to me, they go, "You're not Italian at all."
Right.
And that's where I feel this defensiveness where I go like, but something.
Yeah.
But something. If I gel my hair back.
Yeah, I could be Italian.
Yeah.
More.
It feels like a big difference though between American Italian and
I mean,
Italian,
I sweat like an Italian for sure.
But that's the problem. I don't know if it's that or Jew. Like for me, I got the Jew, so I don't know. I sweat like a Jew or sweat like an Italian. My hair like an Italian, hair like a Jew.
My sweat's like thick, and that feels that Italian. Like it just I can feel it like everywhere. I wake up sweating. I sweat, and like I go down to the Jersey Shore, and like I can smell the sweat like a mile away, and like that's how I know. These are my people. Yeah.
So what is on your mom's side? What background?
So Polish and like Slavic, but I only met one of my grandparents, my dad's dad, and he died when I was 5. So like my mom's side, I didn't really meet any of. She didn't really have any relatives.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy though? How much of you're defined by this Italianness and like where's the Polish show?
I know. Well, that's what my mom says. My whole life like it's all been Italian. My mom's like, you're fucking Polish. 50% is me too.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you look so much like your dad. Looks so. She's like, great. Fuck me then. Like, yeah.
What's the Polish food? What's that? That's got like it's like Russian.
I have no idea.
Eastern European borscht.
Yeah, borscht.
I love borscht
for sure. And like,
it's Jewy. It's Jewy food.
That's true. And they do like do they do the dumplings? No,
Like what is it called? Pierogies or
pierogies?
I don't know.
Yeah, is that? I don't know. Maybe
We're not going to offend anyone. No one identifies
that's
with
Hungary.
Is that Hungary?
I think it is. I'm not
They
sure.
all kind of not they all, but they feel related. Or I don't
Jews?
know. No,
You say
I'm
they.
saying Polish and Hungary and Eastern
yes.
Europe.
Yeah.
They're gonna love. They love that when we just clump them all together. You know, they really fuck with that.
It's amazing because Poles. That was the joke. That was all the. How many poles does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Mm-hmm.
All these
why
things.
was that the joke? Why was that jokes in the 90s?
Because genetically they're inferior.
Right.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
So yeah, but my mom always hated like. I don't want to say hated. She also got sucked into the Italian thing too. Like,
did she take it on? Did she go, I'm Italian now too?
She didn't fully do it, but like, she's got an Italianness about her. And she'll sometimes be like, "That's the Russian side," but I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like the Italian thing too.
Do you ever meet a 100% Italian guy? You go, "Oh shit, that's Italian."
Well, there's Italian American and there's Italian guys, you know. I mean, I will say, like, I have family in Italy too. Apparently, there is a town in northern Italy that's like a block, and it's only Gandolfinis and people they've married. So they go out, they marry someone, and they bring back like a fellow person to marry, and it's all Gandolfinis. And apparently, there's like a schizophrenic Gandolfini that like lives in the basement with cats, and I've heard about this guy. He's kind of like the weird one. There's a Dr. Gandolfini. There's like a pharmacist Gandolfini. Like, it's all
holy shit.
And I really, really want to go.
Wait, where is this?
Be a reality show.
Like northern Italy in like the woods. Like I've never been. I don't know. But I'm like, one day I really
you gotta
go. I know.
And these are relatives of yours.
Yeah, they're all relatives. And so the reason I thought about that was like, I recently went to Italy with my friends, and I will kind of say, and I don't really feel like the heritage in me, like, I don't know, it just never was like a bedrock of growing up. The Italian thing was always around, but when I went to Italy, I kind of was like, these are my fucking people. I was kind of like, I fucking get this. Like, I just get it. Yeah.
Did they feel that in turn, or do you think every time an Italian American comes to Italy, they start putting on a ribbed tank, and they're like, these are my people, and they're like, stop talking in that accent.
I think they're like, I hate you. Yeah, I fucking hate you. Yeah.
What is it
because like even Italian Americans, like one of the like. They just make up words that are like sort of Italian, and like we'll just change it to be their own thing, and it's not speaking Italian at all.
Well, I don't know if Italians like find it like fun or
they don't.
I imagine. There was a comedian in this club at work, LOL, where he just said Italians in Brooklyn were R-word Italians from overseas. Big laugh.
Yeah.
Big laugh.
Yeah. Huge.
Big laugh.
I killed.
And I had to resist. I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. I don't care how big the laugh is.
Yeah.
But do you know, like, what the legacy of, like, I feel like Sopranos and my dad, again, for all this fake Italianness, would also, like, grapple completely unnecessarily with, like, they all think they're in the mafia, and like, but also like talking like he'd just say all the time, "Don't ever get in bed with the mafia." My dad would tell me this, like it was a.
You're like, I wouldn't know how,
you're like,
sir.
You just blink one day and you end up. You're like, oh shit, I'm in the mafia.
Yeah. Or I don't think the Corleones are at Kyle's bar mitzvah. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
But that's what's weird about it, because there's this, both things are happening. It feels like sometimes, and I'm not Italian, but I feel like sometimes they'll be like the representation out there is just gangster stuff, which we don't like. But then anytime I meet Italian people, they, like you say, love that mobster stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
so you're like, and they're like, we gotta watch, we gotta watch The Sopranos, we gotta watch Goodfellas.
For those guys to be like, oh, we don't like the Italian. I'm sorry. Have you ever been to a restaurant in Jersey? Yeah. There's a picture of my dad, like Jesus, in every restaurant. Like it's like Jesus or some dictator that's like just up there. just like on the
James
wall.
Gandolfini,
James
And you're just
Mussolini.
like, yeah. It's like, okay, yeah.
You walk into restaurants, you go, oh, there's Dad.
All the time.
Do you make it known, like, hey, this meal?
I do. I just go like, hey, Gandolfini, like if I could get a free meal.
Do you really? What do you
no,
think?
of
But
course
you must,
not. I would
you
never
surely
do that.
go. You don't stand by the picture for a second.
It's like no, I like avoid it
They
like
would
the
wanna
plague.
know.
I avoid it. I don't want them to know. I just like
you don't
go,
want them to know. You won't be like, oh my god, extra meatballs for this guy.
I'll show you an example of what happens when that
people
happens.
go so weird. I'm sure
When that happens, they go, oh my god, like your father, like he like. They love it, and then they go, come here, and now I'm in like a back room somewhere, and they're like, your father like ate at this table, and this napkin was next door to him when he ate and put his fork down, and I have to be like, wow, thank you for showing me that. I'm so wow.
This table.
So I go, like, and like, don't get me wrong, sometimes you get lovely stories. But a lot of the time, you get the most benign, like, story.
Can I tell you, one time your dad stopped at a gas station in my hometown, and it's all the town talked about for a month. I'm not kidding you. My dad came home from the Dunkin' Donuts and was like, James Gandolfini was just at the Dunkin' Donuts, and it's like everyone was talking about it for a month. That's like, and it was a very small town, and I can't imagine like I still remember, it was a big thing in my childhood. I remember happening
totally.
And so I can't even imagine someone comes into a restaurant. Oh my god, people. You know,
he used this pump.
Yeah.
And they tell me that all the time. They're like, I live in a town and your dad stopped through for gas. And I'm like, wow. Thank you so much for telling me that.
Yeah.
And like again, it's so, I mean, I don't know what the hell it was, but people are so genuinely touched when they were like just around him, and like I love that sometimes. And sometimes
This is what I really wanted to talk about, because there's a degree where like I can imagine so many of the questions that you already get, and I was thinking about Russell met my dad at an Italian restaurant. Your dad was next to George Bush at this one, and So, I talk about my dad a lot and complain about my father a lot, and Russell just happened to meet him for this brief dinner, and it always makes me annoyed. Just Russell be like, he was great.
Yeah.
And I think like what it must be like that you're a father who you had the complexity of any father-son dynamic.
Totally.
That if everyone came up to me on a constant basis talking about how amazing my father was.
Yeah.
I think at a certain point I'd get almost annoyed with would be like, A, you don't know my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
You and also like the degree of like, enough. I don't want to talk like, how have you, I know you just chill about it. You know how to go, thank you, cool napkin.
Yeah. I mean, it's such it moves and flows, right? Like it's, people are so excited, like, and that means a lot to me. And I love hearing stories about him, and I'm so proud of what he did. Like, and I love talking about him. He feels really alive. Now, when I get called James on the street a lot, like I do, like that, I'm like, okay, but I've learned to just be gently like, oh, I'm Michael, and like just correct it a bit. There is this weird morphing that has happened. Like, even like, it's funny, I was driving and I was just thinking about like, a lot of people or like reporters and stuff will ask like, how was it like playing your dad? And a lot of times I've just said I didn't play my dad, I played a character, but it never really sucked in. But I feel like a better way to say that is like, if, I mean, I don't, like, if Christian Bale's son or daughter or whatever got into acting and they played Batman, no reporter would go, how is it playing your dad? You know what I mean? Like, it's Batman. It's not my dad. But there's such a, it's a complicated thing, right? Because, like,
maybe your son, they'll say, what's it like playing the mayor of Daredevil.
the district, the whatever the hell. I don't even know my title.
I didn't get to watch it.
The communication, exactly. But like I literally don't remember. No, but like it's tricky because it is different. There's something different about that show, and there's something different about his performance that has moved people so much that I do love it. Like it changed people's lives, and like there's such an earnestness, there's such a love for Tony and such a love for my dad playing that character that it doesn't get to me. Like, yeah, it's a lot. It's like you go to my Instagram and like you go to my comments, like every single thing is about how I look like him, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Has it softened at all, or is it still? God forbid you start losing your hair. It's fucking over.
Oh my God, I cannot. I'm in the gym. I am in the gym every day, and I'm on Propecia since I was like 15. I was like, I cannot lose the hair.
They're just gonna say you look like skinny James Gandolfini.
Exactly. But no, like it's interesting. Like this season of Daredevil, something has happened a little bit where like. I don't know. It's an influx of like I'm getting like, oh my God, you're exactly like him and you look so much like him. But I'm also getting some new like, oh, he's really different. And,
yeah.
And like, I love my dad, and like he's one of the best actors in the world. So like, I'm proud to look like him. I'm proud to even be associated with him. I really am.
Yeah.
And like,
is it daunting at all? I mean, that like he's an actor. I started out like trying to really be a Daniel Day-Lewis type. I just can't imagine if Daniel Day-Lewis was my father.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll pretend to have cerebral palsy for 8 months to win this Oscar.
The other thing that's different is that he's not here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's different. So like, it doesn't feel daunting because I don't go home and go like, Dad, what'd you think of my, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not, I mean, he never talked to me about acting. I never, ever, we barely even watched movies together. Like, he was such, like, my mom and my dad were like, you are going to live as normal as possible. My brother was very abnormal. But, like, you're going to mow lawns. My dad was not going to talk about acting with me. When I went to set, like, I walked around set, but I mostly was in my trailer doing homework. It was sort of like I never saw. It was very like you're gonna just do normal life.
That's crazy. You never talked about. I mean, I get it. I don't talk to my dad about scrap metal recycling.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wanted to. I mean, again, he passed on at 14, so I wasn't really a person yet. But
of course.
At 12, 13, I loved movies. I started wanting to.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not going to talk to you about this. Like, I'm not going to talk to you about this. You're not going to watch it. You're not going to talk to me about it. No way. I'm your dad. I'm not nothing else. So, like,
that's crazy.
Do you feel like you'd try to push a kid if you had a kid to do it? If they were interested?
No, I really don't think I'd push. I think when they were like young, I'd have a lot of
into doing.
I'd force them.
Yeah.
I would like really. I like to think I would present sports was presented as like one of the go-to options because that's just there were programs built in. Yeah. I would definitely, if I have a kid, I'm going like gymnastics is there, dancing is there, sports are there, comedy's there, being my videographer is there,
being my video editing clips.
I talk to Tovah sometimes. I go, listen, as a society, we kind of turned our back on the family business as like a concept. I think we saw the bad examples or whatever,
right?
But I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Totally. If I'm going to be on the road, God.
Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan's son is opening for him.
It's sick.
I think it's really hard.
I understand the sort of pushing against it or really not wanting to, like, you really got to go into it on your own, because I feel like it would be really tough as a parent, not that I'm going to be a parent, but to like just know what they're going to be going into, and like the sort of rejection, seeing your kid.
But do you think that's what it was? You think he goes, this life is not a good life?
Yeah, I do. I think he was very grateful, but he was very overwhelmed by it. Like, I remember he said, like, the only thing that's good about any sort of fame or success is that I can get good reservations and I can get my friends really good doctors. He was like, that's what the two things that was good.
Yeah.
And that's true. But like, yeah, I think it really just took a toll on him and affected him. And like, he didn't want that. And he was just like, I don't care. Like, you can't care about it. I don't want to care about it. I want to go to like, you know, the river and run around and do whatever. And I got that. Like, I got a really normal dad. Like, it was amazing.
So when did you? Because we have this. Do we have that picture, Ty?
Oh yeah.
This is a picture of this. That's you as Shrek. In what is clearly,
God
by
damn.
the way, this is
By
how you
the
can
way,
tell it was a pretty good high school.
Pretty good school.
Pretty
you're
nice
going to.
private high school, I would
This is
imagine.
some- this is
absolutely.
some
Yeah.
nice.
Absolutely.
That's the other thing.
this is-
Doctor's visits, reservations, and a good high school
and
with a good theater
high
program.
school. Exactly. My dad's like, that's it. And I'm like, okay, there's some more stuff coming
This is
our
Broadway
way.
quality prosthetics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On a high schooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Look
this
at
is
those
you as
eyebrows.
Shrek. How old are you here?
I am 17, maybe 18. This was so I didn't know I wanted to act till about right in this
till
moment.
you got
I
it
put
in
that
the-
on
in the
and I
costume.
was like, oh fuck, like this is I'm Shrek.
So you weren't acting at all. Was it after your father passed away? Did that change or did you just you found it
didn't-
later?
If anything, I pulled back more from acting, and then just did high school, and it was actually like kind of the just like forced thing of like, where are you gonna go to college?
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I know I want to go East Coast. I know I want to go home to New York. And movies like were my safe space. Like I really had trouble sleeping as a little kid. Like, and I was alone. I had a TV in my room, so I would stay up and I would watch movies a lot. Like I was big. There was always something in my like soul of like, when I'm sad, angry, happy, I'm watching a movie. Me and my friends on high school, we would go to the fucking movie theater. Like, we loved it. We talked about movies. We talked about
Your
movies.
dad's like, don't ever go to that fucking movie
Yeah,
theater.
well, my dad was like, I'd be like, can we watch this movie? He'd be like, fuck no. Like, we're not watching. I can't even remember
crazy.
watching anything with. I remember watching actually one thing with my dad. It's kind of the only memory I have about any sort of introduction to the film stuff. And it's really amazing. It was probably like 10 p.m. on like a Tuesday. My dad let me skip school all the time. It was terrible.
Skip school?
Yeah, my family used to call me No Mondays Michael, because my dad would just be like, we'd get on the FDR and he'd hit traffic and he'd be like, you're not going to school today. Like, he just would be like, fuck it.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was insane. It was.
Did he just go and say, you don't need to do this? I mean, that's
you don't need to do this. And then he would like bring me home to whoever was there, and then he'd be like, I'm leaving. And so then he'd go do his day, and I would just be like, all right, what the hell? Like, yeah, but
What was that? That's crazy parenting.
well, he was just like a kid. Like so anyway, you'll love this. So like, it's 10 p.m., right? I got to be up at school. I think it was like a Wednesday night, and the hurricane came on, which was Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who directed it, but it's a true story about a boxer who was wrongly accused of a crime, and Bob Dylan has an amazing song about the hurricane. And my dad, this is the only experience I ever had with my dad that was like this, and he was like, oh my God, like, this is an amazing movie. And I was like, oh, whoa, like, that's cool, like, you like that movie. And he was like, if you watch it, it's like 3.5 hours long or something. He's like, if you watch with me, you don't have to go to school tomorrow. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And we sat there and watched it. And I remember him just being like, Denzel is an amazing actor. And, you know, they did like 3 movies together. But like, that is almost the extent of like
You're moving.
any sort of like connection regarding film me and my dad had. That, and we would rewind the moment in Kung Fu Panda when he's holding the peaches. He's like,
I haven't seen it, but
oh my God, there's this moment where like the turtle sensei comes up and he's like, oh, I see you found the sacred peach tree of wisdom. And the panda, like, he turns around, he's like eating all the peaches, and he's like, like, I didn't know. And another memory I have with my dad is like, we would rewatch that scene and just both piss our pants, like laughing at that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those are like really kind of the only things. And
I've watched more movies with my dad than you did with your dad. I mean, we watched The Godfather.
Yeah.
God, we watched The Godfather. I tried to get him to watch Sopranos. He doesn't like to be. He doesn't get catharsis.
Right.
He's triggered.
Right.
And I tried to get. For some reason I thought because he had problems with his mom and all these things. So I was like, oh, let me show him the first episode. Tony's trying to put his mom in a retirement community.
Yeah,
he'll
like,
surely relate to this and love it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I don't want to watch this.
Hey.
My mom too, but to similar. We saw August Osage County, and she goes, "It's like watching a home movie."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I thought part of art. I thought art was like the enjoyment of, oh wow, look, other people go through what I got through." And she's like, "Ugh, reminds me of my childhood."
Yeah.
No, totally.
People have different consumption of it.
They really do. And like another thing I think about my dad as I'm getting older is like, I like do my part and watch the movies I have to every year, but like I fucking don't like watching a lot of shit. Like I watch Survivor. Like I want to watch Survivor. I don't want to watch it. Like I watch it and I just go like, why the hell did they do that way or choose? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there was something similar in him. He was just like, I don't want to, you know?
Yeah, I can get it. Can feel like work.
Yeah. Or you just watch it, you just go like, I hate everything. And like that's how I sometimes it's just like, why can't we make, something? I don't know. I glorify the past, right? I'm one of those assholes that's like the 70s, 80s, 90s, heyday of movies, what happened.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I know there is a thing where you're like, and then you see how much they're spending, and you're like, on what?
Yeah.
No real sets, no real and then you see a movie from like the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, and you're like, they have real sets, they have real the production value of things that they built, and the work that went into made feel like people were wearing old clothes and lived in clothes. Now you watch something, you're like, that's clearly a brand new suit. There's been it's just a lot of details that feels like it, and not always. This is a broad statement, but I feel like you watch something, you're like, that's a brand new suit, never been worn clothes, doesn't feel like this person's that character. Everything behind them is CGI.
Yeah.
And you're like, where's this money going? On what? Why did it cost? Why did it cost $500 million to make Avatar?
But even
on
acting
what?
feels like incubation programs are all broken and shattered. Talent.
Well, here's my pitch on what has happened. Here's my
all the sons of the famous
idea.
actors, they got into the business.
Yeah, all of them did. Well,
the fuck?
You and Cooper Hoffman.
I was about to say, me and Cooper Hoffman had this bit where we're like, we got to get rid of those Nepo babies. And then when someone says like, aren't you guys out? It's like, if one of your parents dead, it's fine. That's the rule. If one of them's dead, it's fine.
You're just occupying space that was already happening.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But like if
we look like them, it's like
So okay, can I ask? Because again, between your dad, Philip Seymour Hoffman, I mean, these are Philip Seymour Hoffman especially. I mean, for everyone,
right.
But also like for us. I mean, we talk. I always say that's the only portrayal I want to see of Donald Trump was Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's the only one that I'd be like, okay, let's see.
Yes.
Let's see your take on this. You're gonna show the disgusting in a way that I go, fine, I'll re-experience this awful thing.
I know.
So you're friends with
Cooper. I love Cooper very, very much. Yeah, we're very close.
And how did you originally get close? Like obviously you have this incredible commonality.
Right. Well, it's very weird.
Are you roughly the same age too?
Yeah, he's a little younger than me, but like we just feel so aligned, and he's so talented and so cool. And so Licorice Pizza and Saints came out the same year, and the other thing that happened is we both had long hair in it, and we both did a movie that's a period piece. So if someone's not calling me my dad's name, they're calling me Cooper Hoffman, and they're like, I love you and Licorice Pizza. Now I just say like, thank you so much. But like he gets Saints, he's like gets that like I love Many Saints all the time. And so we had just been hearing about each other so much, and we met at a party, and like he came over, I like grabbed his face and we hugged, and we've just been like two peas in a pod.
And TMZ was like, Philip Seymour Hoffman and James Gandolfini reunite.
Exactly.
You know those shots of like people in heaven just like hanging out?
Exactly. The like AI
yeah.
Like the people.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And did you? Was it like? Oh my! I mean, you have this incredible.
It was. I will say, like, I'm very like kind of like blunt with like a lot of this stuff, but like, it is very special to know him. Like, we just see things similarly. We laugh so hard about things that like no one else really can relate to. It's just there's so much in common. It's like
you got to do a movie together.
I
something we're like taking over a family business thing.
Well, I really like me. I really want to do. We talk about it all the time. We send each other scripts like a road trip movie or really, I'm dying to. Like, it's gold. And,
God, that's fascinating.
Like, we both just like. I feel like it's like a dog, two dogs that are the same breed meeting each other that are just like, whoa, like we're like the same. Like, it really is crazy.
Yeah.
But he's the best. Yeah.
So wait, so you go into acting and you get a lead. So you clearly got some talent.
Yeah. Well, I was in the we had a drama class as well, and so I was like. So I knew I wanted to go to NYU. I applied to I went, and a family friend was like, you should go to an acting class. And if you hate it, go for filmmaking. And if you like it, go for acting.
Family friend in the business, I assume?
No.
Oh, no.
It was actually my therapist.
Oh.
That's what my therapist said.
Yeah.
So
I call my therapist my family friend.
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So
my mom told me to do
this. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, like that's a good idea. And so she knew an acting coach and like she recommended her. And so I went. I almost didn't go. I was like really freaked out. That was actually the only moment in my entire career that I was a little like, what if I suck at this? Like in my dad.
Which, by the way,
so good.
That is a thing where I think about having a kid doing. I'm very critical. Of comedy specifically.
Right, totally.
Oh yeah.
If you have a friend who starts doing stand up or anyone who does it, it's really it can be really hard because you go like, I have a brutally critical eye that I apply to myself.
Totally.
And to do that for a child that you love and just want to support but don't want to mislead, you're just dealing with so many tricky balances.
Totally. But what was amazing about that class was like, I just realized that it's work. It's just work.
Yeah.
Like, like, I think you could feel the same way about comedy. Like, it's just hours you have to put in, and you have to write jokes, and you have to try things out, and you have to fail, and you just learn how to do it. As did my dad, right? I mean, I like, before we were talking about why actors, like, I don't think are as good as, like, you know, they used to be. And one of the things was that we've really lost this sense of adventure, you know? Like, these actors, you know, used to be like, all right, I'm gonna hitchhike to New York. I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe get a job there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live somewhere, I don't know, and I'm gonna try and act.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, don't fucking do that. You're being like the scum of the world. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like, actors are these kind of rebellious by nature, like kind of like yucky people. And it took like unbelievable adventure and willpower to go out, write letters to home, have no phone, have none of this, and cultivate a real backbone of like, I'm doing this. And
just to enter the business, there wasn't just a college program that you did one audition.
No,
exactly.
it's all been
you had to get molested a couple times.
Yeah, you had
and now you could do a monologue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No wonder the industry's suffering.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's like, you know, there was this rebellious nature to actors that isn't there anymore. They just were like a little bit of like kind of, you know, and it also it wasn't cool to be an actor. It was like this, you're like, you know, kind of this like fringe of society.
I still think it's not cool if you're not famous. Like,
yeah, but now,
I still
but
think
now
people now will be like, though, like, what have I seen you in? What have I, you know, like, so unless you're someone that you can be like, here's how you know me, it's still like people have like a working actor that works all the time that is not famous is of no use to a lot of people out there. You know, they're like, you know,
but they're still like, even if they're like, oh, you're an actor, I was like, yeah, my dad's an actor, so like I just fucking walked in to the door and did it. Versus like Robert Duvall is like I moved to,
Yeah.
had an answering machine and I played it every day, and I broke into the audition room and I said, "You're gonna see me
I know,
read
you hear these
right
stories.
now."
We talk about this all the time.
And
You
I'm
hear these
gonna
stories,
get
you're like,
this-
do people get arrested now?
My favorite,
know.
there's a casting director documentary, and listen, for those at home, whenever actors talk about casting directors, know that they are all sucking up as hard as they can. Like, so there's this documentary that came out a couple years ago, and every actor was like, finally, casting directors are getting the thing. And listen, casting directors is a job. You deserve stuff, but you should never buy the actors saying anything about it. And in this documentary, there was this story about like a famous actor, and he dressed up like the UPS man and went to their door and delivered a package that was his headshot and resume. Cut to the cast director, and when he did that, I thought, wow, that kid's got a lot of chutzpah. And I put him as the lead in the Scorsese film. And you go like, fuck, how dare you share this story?
Literally.
Without the caveat that it's just not that. But per your point, it's not just the actor, it's everything about the industry, and there's so many more people doing it. Of course they can't do that.
No, of course it's different, but I do think that, like, I mean, for me, like, I had never really traveled before about 2 years ago, and now I got to work in Budapest, and I worked in London, and I have a lot of friends in London, so I went there and we took a trip to Italy, and a lot of my more friends traveled. And when I started doing that, I was like, holy fuck, like, this is important. Not that, and it's hard, like, look, like, some people can't travel, and like, it's not about a means thing, it's about a sense of adventure. Like, there wasn't so many safety nets. It was scary, and look, like, it was more dangerous back then. Like, there was more danger, but like, people felt more, I don't want to say people in general, but like, people on screen felt more full of life.
Yeah.
They felt like they've really...
Well, ironically, the life
also
that your
people-
dad fought to like make sure you had set the groundwork for being a more regular human being who can act than if you had lived a kind of child star life.
I also think that a huge thing of it is that people were less aware of how they looked and how they came across.
Right.
And now we're so looking into our phones and selfies and like filming ourselves.
Yeah, we're
on our
directors.
own
We're all
self-tape.
directors, too.
We're all self-conscious about like how we're coming across and how. So I feel like there's just something there where you will watch people be like, oh, they're very hyper aware of how they look and how they're coming across.
I couldn't agree more. And it's like it's the business is so ruined right now. So like, it's, it used to be like, we're gonna get a lead. We're gonna get, let's say we get a big lead, hot guy, Brad Pitt, hot guy.
Hot guy, hot girl. We're gonna start,
and then
there.
we're gonna get a hot girl.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get some kind of like really fucking crazy great actor, like Gary Oldman's the villain. I don't give a shit who you cast as the other guys. Like, the whole other people, do whatever you want.
Make them real people.
Made it amazing because you were like, this is a real world, and it made Brad Pitt better, and it made like Seven. Like, okay, you got Brad Pitt, you got I'm forgetting his name.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
And you've got
Russell's favorite.
Oh, really? He's amazing.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
And
Thank God Kevin Spacey played enough roles where it was okay to hate his character.
Yeah,
That you're like,
yeah.
you can still watch Seven.
Yeah.
Can't be like,
Totally.
that
he's
serial killer also molested
He's
some people.
Yeah.
one of the few that I like can really watch it because I'm like, okay, you're playing a dick, so
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, I went to Japan and it was really interesting watching
Yeah.
the TV because you go to other countries and you're like, oh, being hot we're unique in America, at least right now, and maybe some other parts.
We
where
start
it's
with a hot guy, we start with a hot girl, and we get 17 other hot guys, 17 other hot
Exactly.
girls.
Yeah.
And then we have one pop star who's a little older now, who's
Yes.
going to be the like kooky thing in the background, but
Yeah.
she's still pretty hot. She's had a lot of work.
and we'll
done.
add some CGI on
Yeah.
top of it.
totally.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, how many successful actors can we get into this movie where it's like, well, if you hire, like, that's why I really loved, like, I think the casting in Marty Supreme is amazing because it feels like a whole real world, and it lifts up the main actors to like do better work too. But when it's like 50 actors that you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
is
it gets hard to like get sucked into it. You're like, oh, and there's that person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's so crazy to believe Robert De Niro always like he didn't like to do late night. This when I was like deep in my acting world, and he was like people need to believe that I'm the character.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, that's even for him that's dead because he needed some money.
Yeah,
I know.
And
that's dead. And I think about that. Denzel, like, you know, Denzel has the best like one-liners ever. And one time in an interview, they said, you know, you're not on social media, you're not on, which is hysterical to be like, why are you? Why
aren't you on social media, Denzel Washington?
Why are you not on? It was, I think, during the Macbeth.
Yeah.
When he did Macbeth, they were like, why aren't you on social media?
You really got to promote this on TikTok.
Why don't you make an Instagram? And he said, he just said, if they see you on a Monday, they won't pay to see you on a Friday.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's something true about it.
There's something true about it. It really. I have to ignore it because completely antithetical to my entire business model and career.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can see me on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm
in the middle of the night. You can see me anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm my house.
You can come by. I'll tell a joke. See me on the street. We'll take a picture.
Well, I do that. You know, and I do it too. Like, it's really like one day I'm like, that's it. I'm never gonna be seen in public again. I'm never doing anything. And then I'm like, do you want to come on this podcast? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, I don't know what you're supposed to do anymore. And I guess that was always the point, is you never did, but at least you were like, I'm gonna fucking like fight and grind, and it's just, you know, and doors were, I mean, I think it's more like you said, like, it's just around. Everyone's an actor now. Everyone's a director. And for some
more
reason,
and more as AI automates more and more jobs.
Yeah,
there's going to be more creator. I don't know how we're going to adjust. I don't know what's happening. I'm just hoping we're the last ones to get off the sinking ship of podcasters / comedians, because they're coming. RFK's got a podcast. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Every house, people are going to convert their guest rooms into podcast studios. It's coming. It's coming.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here.
Oh, my producer wanted to ask, why is Jane Goodall, why is her website in your Instagram bio?
I love chimpanzees. Like, I think they're amazing. It started.
There's a war right now somewhere.
I know.
You heard about this war?
Civil
war on chimpanzees?
No, between them.
Chimpanzees really? Are having a civil war.
It's over slavery. It's a joke. Well, we got in trouble for Jesus Christ. Someone shared a not quite clear opinion about
like, sorry,
Jesus Christ. No, they're having a war.
Yeah, they are.
For the South, it's about slavery. For the North, it's a little bit trickier.
Yeah. They're bringing in taxes and things like that.
Yeah.
But no, it's like one of the first documented civil wars in like chimpanzees. Like they're waiting and like attacking other groups of chimpanzees.
Keep up a video, Ty? Yes, to death.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to watch a video of them.
I wonder what the death
other.
toll is now. Like, they should have.
Are they using weapons or just their fists?
It's a good question. I hope
weapons.
Like,
that's like.
I hope like some. I mean, we're like Planet of the Apes.
Hey, those are good. The
those
new
are
ones.
Good.
The new ones are good.
How do they? Yeah, I want to know if they're using rocks. I mean, that's who's going to win the war is whoever figures out how to use a gun first.
That's so true.
That chimpanzee's going to crush.
But what is it, over land? Is it over land?
There, see, just to see.
Are they the same species? I mean, like, how do they know who's? No offense to them, I couldn't tell.
I don't know if
They probably can't tell us apart either. So,
but they like have. They.
Did you think they were confused about our Civil War too?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, "What the hell?"
But you love. So you love. When did Jane Goodall die? Was it last year?
Yeah.
She did that show. That Netflix one.
Yes.
Where you do an interview before you die.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do before my vocal surgery.
Yeah.
It's just another episode of The Downside.
Oh my God.
There's just like, the way it started was there was this chimp named Limbani who would paint pictures, and I was in college and I would just be like, oh my God, look at this chimpanzee just painting pictures for people, and you could like donate to the charity and he'd paint you a picture. And I did it, so I have this picture that this chimpanzee painted for me.
What is it of?
It's just of like nothing. Like it was just like of like blue and orange.
I like to imagine an intern, the intern's job.
That's what I was about to say.
They're just like
some guys just like, oh,
yeah,
Jesus Christ. But they do send you a video of him painting the picture, which is really cool.
Great. That is cool.
And then I got obsessed with this show called Orangutan Academy. Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, it's this group in I don't know where they are, but they take orphaned orangutans, and it's a school to teach them how to go into the wild. But it's like they hide like a rubber snake, and these chimps are babies. They're little babies wearing diapers. That they roll them in wheelbarrows to like the playground, and they like set them up, and then they'll like pull the snake out, and they have to like. And the trainers do it with them. They're like, whoa, be scared of the snake, to teach them to like avoid the snake.
Be scared of it, yeah.
And then like one of them starts masturbating, and like she can't stop the chimp. Just like this orangutan won't stop masturbating, so they have to like be like show her to stop.
But in the wild,
like bring out the Bible.
In the wild,
like,
can he not do that in the wild?
But she kept running away from class and going to the water spout and like masturbating. This show is incredible. You must watch it.
I love the human impulse to be like, you can't do this.
You can't do this.
Come on, we got to build a society.
We have to work.
Maybe that's what the Civil War is about. Somehow, for like, we're gonna keep masturbating. We don't need a job.
Yeah.
Did you find a video, Ty?
No, I was trying to find a reason for you. You actually want a video of like the
I don't want a video of them killing each other.
No, I don't.
No,
think
it's not going to be them
there's-
kill.
no.
It's just them going like.
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll do NPR. NPR is safe.
Yeah.
My favorite video is it's the school class. Have you seen this one where the gorilla picks up a frog and starts jerking off with the frog?
No.
As like a fleshlight, and the teacher's like,
No, I haven't.
Wait, have you ever seen that video where this is so different, but it's of it's the Today Show, and
Wow.
it's
Matt Lauer with a frog.
No,
Yeah.
Al Roker it's an Ewok, and it's like this Ewok is like sipping a martini. I don't know the context.
It's
of this.
basically the same video from the sound of it.
It's sipping a martini, and then they're like, whoa, he's getting a little drunk, and he's getting a little feisty, and then the Ewok starts humping Al Roker's leg, and he's like, whoa, get out. Like, it's so chaotic. Pull it up. It's a funny video.
We went from Civil War
already
to
moved
After
on.
the chips. Oh, here we go.
Describe it, Russell, for
Civil
people
War
listening.
ever
Largest
recorded.
chimpanzee civil war ever recorded. Brutal fighting, casualties, and a fierce power struggle, tearing apart what was once a stable and prosperous society.
What I'm saying is that even when we go to war, we do the uniforms just so you can be like, oh, that's my side.
Yeah. How do they know?
Because they know each other.
There's probably smells.
They know each other.
Oh, I don't like this, guys.
Listen, these are the creatures you love so much.
I mean, it definitely sounds scarier than
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing was really shown there.
Okay, look up Al Roker Ewok.
The
Trust
other one
me
is,
on this one.
And then like the other crazy monkey one is, have you ever seen Chimp Crazy?
What's that one?
That's a documentary about this.
Oh,
woman.
on HBO.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, where she just
Yeah.
used them for like shows and stuff and keeps
And
them.
then she like falls in love with one
Yes.
of them and like hides them in the basement, but then tells the documentary. Yeah, like
know.
she's like, "Come here, I have him
I mean,
downstairs."
I've never played with any kind of monkey or chimpanzee.
I haven't
Okay,
either.
here we go.
Okay, we got Al Roker. Guys, watch on YouTube.
Okay, so this is a martini.
Wait, so that's
Okay.
The bootini.
Oh, wait, maybe it's
that's
not Al.
a chimpanzee?
Yeah.
Wait, it's moonwalking.
It's
That's
moonwalking.
a person in a.
Yeah, it's moonwalking. Look, watch, ready?
Wow. Wait, let's see that again. Go ahead.
Wait, Russell, this is someone in a costume.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
Ewoks aren't real, you idiot.
Oh,
And you
wait.
Ewok to do
So-
party tricks too.
all right. The Ewok is doing a side
Watch.
slide, and now. All right, stop this.
Just like-
Russell, I thought this was.
You thought Ewoks were real?
No, I thought I didn't hear the Ewok part, so I thought you were showing us an animal video. It's just a pervert in an Ewok costume.
Yeah,
helping
but
someone
like,
on the
what was
news.
that actor
He's a
thinking?
small
What
pervert.
was that actor thinking? Like,
Well,
they're-
acting used to be about adventurous
Yeah.
people. You thought all the
my
adventurous people.
opportunity. Here's my opportunity on the Today Show to hump Al
Yeah.
Roker.
It's like Sam Rockwell and whoever that amazing.
Let me just say,
actor was.
part of it is like just to hop back on that is like you had an industry that if you were really talented, you could get away with being a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live, and I think about this comedy all the time. Like there are people who, like Chris Farley.
Right.
I'm sorry, would not would not have made it past the school. He would have been kicked off a team for getting naked and putting a golf stick up his asshole. They go, well, you got to get out of here. We're trying to cultivate a safe environment here. And you do lose some.
Yeah,
crazies.
I think
You
even
do.
now SNL would fire you probably for like pooping out of a window on the 17th floor.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
Who knows?
definitely.
You know, I'll never know.
Give it a shot.
Let's start at this. Let's
Yeah.
bring this back.
Let's
and
bring
see
it
what
back.
happens. Us
All right,
three.
if any cast member can
Yeah.
take a poop.
Which cat? I think Marcelo could get away with it right now. Marcelo
Yeah.
Hernandez, he could take a shit outside the window and they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
If you're
Sarah
the most
Squirm.
popular one, you can do it.
Sarah Squirm.
Sarah
I feel like
Squirm
she's already
probably
doing
can
it.
do it. Yeah.
Friend of the pod, Sarah Squirm. Before going to our next segment, let's see. I'm just looking over. I know we were looking through your social media. So you're sober.
I am, yeah.
21.
I got sober actually at 18.
18.
Wow.
I'm part of the never
done.
drank a legal drink club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that you like got sober before I guess I drank a little when I was 15, but certainly not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of knew like that it was going to be an issue just because of genetics. I was just like, this will be bad. And then low stint, and then,
When was your first drink?
I first drank when I was 16.
Friends or home, like a beer?
Friends.
Okay.
And then I sort of would do it occasionally, and it just wasn't. It just didn't work on me.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just a terrible menace.
Yeah.
And I then sort of realized, like, again, I knew it was like when I started, I was like, I knew this will not be good.
Yeah.
Right away, you felt.
No, not right away. It was like more of a thought before because of just growing up with alcoholism in my family.
Throughout the whole family, it was just like a.
I mean, it wasn't all like it. Mostly, my dad had struggled with alcoholism.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and so, like I wouldn't say that like any sort of AA or any of that wasn't in my life. It wasn't discussed, but I had a huge support group, especially when my dad passed. Such a big support group that had sort of gently begun to discuss this, being an addict, and explaining it to me.
Even before you start drinking, they were like, okay.
Even I think right around when I started to get like 16, and they could sort of see it, and they knew this could be a problem for me too. And so I then just started going, and I got in trouble, and then that was sort of the turning point. And I
School or like cops?
like school and stuff like that.
Yeah. But still young. It's young to make such a big decision. This is 2 years of drinking.
I mean, the other thing that I had was like, I had these amazing men that like came into my life when my dad passed. It's funny. It's sort of like, when you guys live in New York. So like when you travel and you go to LA and you end up seeing your LA friends almost more than your New York friends.
Yeah.
That kind of happened with like, I think like masculinity. Like because my dad had passed, I had so many amazing men really come in and really mentor and raise me and like really do a lot of that. So it started with Al-Anon. So that was the beginning of it, which is children or significant others or any sort of 1 degree of separation from an alcoholic, you go to Al-Anon.
What age was that?
So I started doing that at like, I would also say 15, 16. And then got sober. And then sort of like, the way I stopped drinking is a way to say it. And then when I came to New York, I was really struggling I was dry. My first year of college, I really struggled. Incredibly insecure, angry. And being dry is really, really bad. Like, I almost think, like, being dry is good because you won't die, right? But what it does is it basically you're acting like an alcoholic because the drink isn't the issue. right? Water is an issue. The drink is not the issue. It's a disease within you, and you have to go and work on the disease. And the only way to do it is action. It's only an action problem. Problem. You can't think your way out of alcoholism.
Yeah.
And I had gotten a show called The Deuce, and there were a lot of sober people on that show that really took me under, and they changed my life. And so then I really started to go to AA, and I really started to get sober, and now it's one of the biggest pillars of my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love it. Yeah. And I'm a sponsor and like sponsee, and yeah.
Do you ever have friends who drink too much, or you can feel it's hurting them? Do you feel like the same way that as someone in therapy,
right,
as Russell can attest, I'm constantly going like, you should go to therapy, you should go to therapy. Do you ever have to like bite your tongue to tell someone who's drinking like,
no.
hey?
I love when people drink because I'm such a fucking crazy person. Like,
yeah,
I'm still the craziest person at the bar. I'm like, do another shot, like, let's fucking go. Like, come on. So like, I have fun. And when someone, and I also know that like, I give them the resources. If I think there's an issue, I'll talk to them about it. I'll like give them, but like, if they don't want to get sober, they're not going to get sober. They're just never going to get sober.
Yeah.
Until they hit a rock bottom. And like, I can be, I'm a sponsor, and I'm a really tough sponsor. And like, one of the things I say sometimes to people who relapse, I say like, well, you haven't hit a worse bottom. You gotta hit a worse bottom. Obviously, any of the pain or all the stuff you've been through wasn't bad enough. That's dangerous sometimes, because the sad truth is some people are bottomless, and those are the people who pass away. But you know, one of my favorite sayings is, you could change if you feel the fire or you see the light. And you try and get people to change when they see the light, because that's better. But most people won't. They'll change when they feel the fire, when they get in trouble or something really wrong happens. Yeah.
Well, on that, let's go into our next segment. This has got to stop.
This has got to stop.
Russ, can you break this down, how this segment works, so I just make sure
this has got to stop. This is time to complain, kvetch, about anything in particular in the world, in your life, on TV, anything that you think has got to stop, big, small, anything in between. I can go first. Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, we got to do. So just so you know, for the Patreon. So the Patreon, basically what we're doing is I figure out my voice stuff. We're just pausing it in a way where, if you are a member, it does not charge you until we're back doing what we do. So if you join, I don't know if you join newly, you have to pay up front, but you're not going to get the recurring payments until we're back to releasing our Patreon episodes or whatever happens. It's gone down.
We will be back.
It's gone down significantly.
Oh, really?
I understand. Oh, big time. Because they don't know.
Yeah.
But I understand. So if you join still, you still get to submit some This Has Gotta Stops. You still get early access to all the episodes, and we'll figure it out. We just got a couple things to figure it out, and our goal is obviously just to not charge for anything we're not delivering on.
Yes.
But thank you to those of you who stayed there, and we will figure it out. But Ty, what is our patron submitted This Has Gotta Stop for today?
We have Mary M. This Has Gotta Stop, snacks and live theater productions. I just took my 9-year-old to see a UK touring production of Matilda the musical, and I could hardly hear a word of the show over the rustling of 500 snack bags. Yes, it's a family show, but if the 10-year-olds on stage can perform the show 8 times a week, your kid can sit for 2 hours without a bag of Haribo.
It's a good take.
Yeah.
It's a good take. I promise you, they're making more money from those snacks than you can imagine.
So true.
Yeah.
This is how these industries work. You can get rid of the snacks if you're willing to have your ticket price go up.
Yeah.
I do believe there's got to be a way to have a snack that's not loud. You got to have a box of
Not the
M&Ms.
snack, usually it's the container.
Yeah, we got to figure out. We got to figure out what to sell these theaters.
Like,
you know,
put some
in a new
M&Ms in
container.
like a dirty cloth or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Use
dirty
that.
a satchel. Yeah.
That has Matilda on it. And
Yeah.
it's $50
Yeah.
and 5 M&Ms.
Yeah.
There's ways to get this done, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
No one's dealing with the real problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So I support you, but just know if we get rid of those snacks, your child will not have any art to intake, let alone food. Do you have This Gotta Stop?
This got to stop. Hotel showers that design it so you're going to get wet when you turn the shower on. How is it designed that I have to do this and then like quickly try to pull my hand before the water comes out, and you're either getting cold or it's too hot, and it's just a simple design thing. How are we doing it as architects that we design it that way, or
architects,
plumbers? I don't know who's doing it, but it's
neither of those things.
Who's designing?
A designer.
A designer is designing is.
Well, it's not an architect. An architect's like, here's the building and here's the showers for each room. They're different fields.
There's got to be something. Someone. It's not just interior designers.
What profession builds showers, Ty?
I'm looking at it. So it's a combination of professional bathroom designers, architects, interior designers, and specialized manufacturers.
Okay. Either way, it's
a whole team of people.
I went out to the Hamptons for last weekend and stayed at this great place. Except, and it was a good bathroom. Except you open the thing, you got to like go all the way. There was no way of doing it where half my body's going to get wet in the process of doing it. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, that's a big one.
I feel you. I wonder what it is, because it's one of those things where you're like, is there a reason for this?
Or put a little machine like that I can use to do it, like with a
maybe
gripper.
It's like a natural selection thing. Like we're just like getting our like speed.
Yeah, if you can't move fast enough,
yeah,
and you're gonna die from the cold.
From the cold, yeah, you're not gonna be able to hunt.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's our way of just.
This has got to stop. This is kind of a remnant of pre-technological world that I just think we got to just get over it. When I'm typing in my signature for things, and I have to type it because that's how we're doing all the paperwork. What's this game we're playing with the fake signature version of my name?
I love it.
It's like no. I just click a box. You haven't accomplished anything.
Yeah, right.
It's this weird like legal thing.
Anyone could type that in.
Anyone could type it in
that all the time.
But what's the illusion of
I
like I wrote it?
I love it.
And to me, it connects. No, it connects. Honestly, it's like when Trump talks about like the Biden auto pen thing, where you're like, this doesn't mean anything. Signatures don't mean anything. We've lost it. Who cares if you went like this or someone said like this?
Right.
We need a new form of record keeping.
I get a lot of I get a lot of satisfaction when I get to type my name and it turns into a signature like that. I love it.
I hate you. I get it when you're doing it with your thumb, perhaps, but this is no longer a viable system. Yeah. I have people signing on my behalf.
Oh, okay.
In a myriad of different ways.
Remember that, courts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I go, I didn't sign this shit. This whole system's broken.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What do you do? What happens if what happens if you go, I didn't type that?
Mm-hmm. I just did one of those things, these doctor visits, and I signed 6 forms, and if I had read them all, I would not have seen the doctor.
Yes.
And you go like, surely that can't hold up in court. Like I could argue no one reads this thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're doing.
I think we get away with a lot because someone's like, they're not gonna fucking.
Of
care.
course.
Mm-hmm. Like they're not gonna complain. They're not gonna come back. Like I think we get away with a lot.
So yeah, in my mind, I just go, just give me a button to press, and it goes, I signed it.
Right.
Don't with this rigmarole. Someone typed it.
Yes.
Michael, do you have this? Got to stop.
I do. I think we should limit the amount of DJs to 5 per country. Like I think we need to look at them more like Olympic athletes than like
I like that.
Anyone from the street.
Yeah.
I think we should have 5 per country. That's still a lot of DJs. And they're the good ones.
That is enough. That is enough, DJs.
It's so rare that you're in
and
a place.
they can fly to different, right? The Swedish DJs can come here. Like, you can go around the world. But
do you have a lot of friends who are DJs? This is something that isn't in my circles. Like I hear about
and I'm
DJs.
not ending up at places with DJs.
No.
Too.
I don't know any
But I think the
DJs.
Italian-American community.
I actually don't know any DJs, but I also hear about them, and that's too much.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be hearing about DJs a lot. I should know the few DJs, and they're like, those are the guys that do the DJ.
Do you feel like you've seen a like you go, oh, this DJ sucks?
I have actually. Yeah. I one time I was like, you suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they ruined the party. Yeah.
What were they doing?
I mean, honestly, it was a weird vibe because it was an after party and they were blasting like ED, like really like dance music, and I was just like, what world are we living in? What world are you living in? Why this is not like, you know, Coachella, it's like an after party for like a show.
When it's too loud,
Too loud is rough.
Too loud is yeah.
Because I was in India, and you know, they were talking about like how audiences can be upset and it tear down comedy clubs or whatever. But part of it was like this woman who organized the event told me that there was a comedian who got in huge trouble in the Indian DJ community, because it's just not the culture, at least from what I've been told, it's not as much like ribbing as much as like making fun. So they were like, how could you say this about DJs?
maybe I'm saying this because I'm scared of them. Maybe I'm scared that there's too many of them.
I also think that
in India especially there's a lot. There's a billion DJs in India. It's crazy.
There's too many DJs in the way that sometimes they pop up in inappropriate places too. One time I was having dinner like at a sushi place at 6 p.m. and this DJ started loading his stuff up, and I was like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like it's 6 p.m. There's not room to dance in the sushi restaurant. Should not be a DJ.
If we saw them like Olympic athletes, they wouldn't be playing at the sushi restaurant. They'd only be playing the really big deal gigs.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree the Olympics, it's tough. They tried to get breakdancing in the Olympics, and it backfired spectacularly. I don't know if they know it's going to be back next time. But it really was embarrassing.
But it kind of like changed the game. Like how many people? I started rewatching the Olympics.
For sure, we were watching.
We started talking about it more.
I'd love to add it. We need. Sometimes you need. This is my mixed feelings about competition and the arts too. It's like sometimes these things exist and it does cleanse the system.
How about instead of here's a this has got to start instead of this has got to stop.
Yeah.
One event in every Olympics that's like really out of pocket. Like
I love that.
Really
weird.
Oh,
that's fun.
Like jousting 1 year.
To death.
Like, yeah,
to death.
To death.
To death.
And DJ to death too.
DJ to death.
Yeah, DJ to
we
death.
execute whoever loses.
Eat as much as who can eat the most. Just one really rogue sport.
That is fun.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Let's go into our final segment.
You better count your blessing.
You better count your blessing. We had a good negative episode, but we'll say one thing that we're thankful for. Russell, do you have a blessing for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, my blessing is I went and got some new summer clothes, and Nicole went with me and was very helpful yesterday in both the clothes shopping and then also my mental health after the clothes shopping for things I can't talk about. But so yeah, that's my blessing.
Yeah. If she ever feels overwhelmed, I don't know if you know, there's professionals out there that kind of you pay to take the load off your wife.
Oh, brother.
No, I'm sure she can handle it for the rest of her life on her own. My blessing.
I texted you. I texted a couple.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm trying to give you a hint. I'm getting tired. No, Russell. every Russell texted me will start with like, I'm so sorry. I still have a feeling, and I go, please, Russell. Please, I'm so sorry. I'm still that this is still hurting, and I go, please. You can say it again and again.
Yeah.
Up to a point, and then out of nowhere, I go. It is fun when someone complains to you, and you go, yeah. So the surgery is going to happen, but tell me about your thing.
I acknowledge that.
No. I know, Russell. You're welcome. I'm happy. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'll just reiterate my blessing. My assistant Olivia has been helping me figure out this medical stuff. I mean, this country could not be worse when it comes to medicine. And dear God, I mean, it's difficult even with her, but she's been navigating it in a way that truly, she's just incredible. Just doing an incredible job. So, thank you, Olivia. But if I don't get the surgery this week,
you're fired.
You're fired.
No, I can't make firing jokes.
I'm just kidding.
Olivia, you're incredible. So thank you.
She's great.
How did you meet her?
My girlfriend, who's my manager as well, interviewed a bunch of people, and then I talked to people. And
amazing.
A lot of great people, and everyone who works for me. I think this is the record for. Usually, I try to wait a couple months before someone who works for me has seen me cry. and she's got the prize there. Everyone's seen me cry.
Do you know when you cried today? I thought
I cried before this podcast. I still have this eyeliner on, by the way.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, you were crying, and it was so beautiful because you have eyeliner in still. And I was like, it was so. I felt for my friend, but there was 10% of me that was like, this is so funny because you have eyeliner on, and it's so like you looked so goth because you were like crying and you had eyeliner on, and you're so prominent. Your eyes are so prominent right now.
I'm just thinking about all the viewers being like, why are there 2 JD Vances on the show today? Michael, what's your blessing?
I'm super grateful for my dear friend Sam, who I just did a big tape, and we had like a little callback and a whole big thing, and he just like reviewed all the tapes and gave me notes and talked to me, and he's my dear friend, and he is my agent also, but he's one of my best friends, and I'm very grateful that I get to do this industry with him because he's a good guy, and like he reminds me all the time about just why I do this, being kind, being good. Like he's just a good guy, and I think that's sometimes rare. So I'm very
How long you been together?
Since the beginning. So I was actually his first client, or maybe his second client.
Wow.
Either me or Nicolas Cage were his first client, or the second client. It was us two.
Oh, later Nicholas, not beginning of Nicholas.
No, the
that'd be crazy. He's like
later
one
Nicholas.
for one.
Yeah,
no more
Nicolas
clients.
Cage for 30 years, and he's like, all right, I'm ready for one more client.
He started working with Nick Cage around like Mandy. It was like right around there. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for him.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So where can people watch you, find you? Tell them the slate of things to check out.
Oh God!
Or Jane Goodall.
Don't
What do you mean don't?
Don't watch me.
We have 10 Marvel people outside going. When does Daredevil come out?
It's coming out right now, so we can watch this. When does this air?
Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
All right,
or if I can't talk about the surgery, it's never airing at all.
The finale should be coming soon.
Yeah. Just go right to the finale.
Disney Plus. Just watch the end.
Yeah.
It'll be on Disney Plus. So yeah.
Incredible. And support Jane Goodall Foundation.
Absolutely.
Russell, where can people find you?
Yeah, I guess Instagram.
It's a bleak moment right
at
now.
Russell J. Daniels. What to promote? Maybe this tour is canceled, and even if it wasn't,
it will get rescheduled.
Already on it. We'll be rescheduling.
We already had our dance rehearsal.
Oh, we had a dance rehearsal.
And it looks great. Tovah was showing people at a party.
Listen,
and I was humiliated.
We love you, Deb. And we know that the thing is paused right now, but get on that Patreon, please. Get on that
Support
Patreon.
the show.
Support the show. We need it.
You know, the money's either going to Russell putting down his dogs or me fixing my vocal cords. It's fittingly a bleak outcome. But thank you so much for your support, and thank you for the kind messages on the Patreon. It is a way I get to see you pretty directly, and most people are nice there. And if they're not, I go, you can be mean. You give me $5 a month.
Yeah.
This is the downside.